An emergency box from the old... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Misery. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done. Toxanol never cared about the waste, as long as they didn't have to pay to clean it up. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried. Control your destiny, or someone else will. That's an odd thing, don't you think? Good for protecting your privates. Good thing you're not scared of tight places. A flush stool. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. Keep at it. Never thought I'd see. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. You really put a spin on it. The plague that's ruining the land needs to be stopped. Let's see. Amazing to see so much happening today. Looks like the fry sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. That's interesting. Take this seriously, or it'll take you down. If there was anything here to be found, it's gone now. You found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track. No, it was never nice. It was new once, but that's not nearly the same thing. Just being new never lasts. The tracks moved on from Bricktown, and you should too. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land. Sometimes hard to see for all the trees. That's a Jagni tribe outpost. The deep cut. Is glad you're no true-blooded Jagny and says how embarrassing it would be to be related to a do-gooder like you. Says goodbye to you. Wonders at how you think you might actually do some good in this world. Hopes to see you again soon. Says the Tree of Life reflects the state of the world. Seems surprised you have to go. Make sure you don't walk off a cliff while you're night blind. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. Freedom is not worth having in a world that's doomed. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Didn't line them up just right. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Everything's clocking together. Don't just rattle those keys. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says the tribe's been hard on them. Won't hesitate to carve out... A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Here's the second line of defense. Better stay clear of the red ray. Red means danger. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. It's complicated. Give it another try. Oh, you're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon. Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too. Out of Date says he's doing his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you're making progress with the tribe conflict.
Mokbu far kobi.
He had a feeling you'd get along with the Myriad tribe, but it remains to be seen what the future holds for your alliance.
Honto kontue bon yevun goja.
You seem to share the same values as the Myriad tribe. You both have the same optimistic outlook on life. At least, for now.
Yuba dolo waiwai.
But Out of Date emphasizes that solving the tribe conflict won't matter unless you help make a stand against the World Eaters. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's forebodings are justified. The Jumbo Puff needs to be taken care of. He says the time has come to confront the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Gizmo is working on making his Mekton strong enough to endure the oxygen-deprived dead zone all the way out to the World Eater. You should get over there and see what you can do to help. Beefed up. Hard as nails. It's harder for others to see you in the dark. That's a gnote, easy prey for Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed. Let's get that mount moving. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. That's a good find. Wood scrap's great for building things. Don't trip it, just keep moving. It's the chug yard. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. They can carry you anywhere you like, well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. First. That's going to leave a mark. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. It's a game of life, yours and everyone else's. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. Let's see. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. It carries so much hate, and its insatiable hunger has only increased over the years since it claimed revenge on your parents. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo encourages that. You should forgive, but never forget. It'll provide some comfort to your soul and keep the memory of lost loved ones in your heart.
Fan that flame!
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous!
I've got all the cold sick burns you need, Dark.
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to, but I want to.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seem so centered and so seeking. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. That's what he decided to call it after he saw it for the first time. It's big and fluffy. That's accurate enough. If you can see past the blue color, that is. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristol, good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. So many creatures doing so many things during the day. They're short of breath and death to this zone. That's the leftover you're looking for. Even the sound seems sharper here. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the Jumbo Puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. It's a little feisty and tough critter, a perfect fit for a live ammunition, if you ask him. Are you ready for the night yet? The grease monkey's mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moon hangs on to.
Botse. Inmo. Diava. Kukakwana.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Mashaku hirsave.
Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind.
Kukakwana.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Piada.
Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make.
Untlo.
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care.
Ekanishalavai.
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Bon.
Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like.
Some.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot.
Garuda.
Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead.
Amanka.
Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther.
Vaksan mar malva cherry.
But enough of that, right?
Ja.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Musta kabala nukun dunash.
He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical
Ziehen.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
Tudu baba.
Thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to fail, everything changed.
Tariman.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Silogo bachtinea fanish.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Tomosakula imavela.
There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
Me.
Says it's not far at all. Fortunately for you, the squips seem to have acclimatized themselves to the otherwise uninhabitable dead zone.
Intabadaj.
Moog says you should go... What do you think of this place? Wait, it's the script hole-up. The place is just filled with critters. Blasting everything to bits. Stay away from that biohazard. You'll want to wash yourself off for a month. Lockety-locked. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Doesn't look like a happy critter. There's a lot on the line here. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Hold on. Everyone's going to hear you coming. Upcycling at its best.